in 2011.
I'm going to be showing the world of Tatooine here at E3. Tatooine is obviously one of the most iconic and coolest worlds from the Star Wars movies, and so therefore we wanted to show it here and show some of the changes we've made to the game since we last showed at PAX. So right now you see a horde of other players all surrounding this booth right here. In fact, this whole room here is all the computers are linked into the same zone, so it kind of gives you that MMO feel, the fact that you're playing in a virtual world with thousands of other players at the same time. So now the big thing that Star Wars: The Old Republic is bringing to the MMO space is story. Story is something that MMOs haven't had, and it's something that we at BioWare feel is one of the pillars of role-playing games in general, and it's something that should belong in an MMO, so that's why we brought it to Star Wars: The Old Republic. And when I talk about story, I mean all kinds of different things. I mean the fact that we're going to have fully voiced characters, that your character will be fully voiced, that there'll be cinematic scenes whenever you get a quest, that you'll be able to make decisions in the story, and those decisions will decide whether you go to the light side and dark side, and will determine how your story unfolds later on in the game. In fact, one of the really interesting things about Star Wars: The Old Republic is other BioWare games have had decisions, but you could always reload and redo the decisions. But in The Old Republic, once you make a decision, that decision's done. You can't go back and redo it. So it's there's a lot more thought that has to go into, you know, whether you're going to kill someone or spare their life, because you can't go back and change your mind later on. So I'm just going to start up the conversation here. Now, if I was actually in a group, this is a multiplayer-enabled conversation. So if I was in a group, there'd be like up to 4 players in a conversation at the same time, and each of the players is able to make a decision on what he's going to say, and then a roll is made, and whoever wins the roll, and that roll can be adjusted according to certain abilities or items that a player has, whoever wins the roll gets to actually say the line to the virtual character, to the NPC. Sometimes that can have big impacts, because obviously if you're making decisions like whether to kill someone or spare their life, or whether to be altruistic or a greedy bastard, you know, the decision can impact other people's experiences. So it leads to a lot of discussion. Like, it's a lot of fun. You have people chatting with each other, saying, "Why the hell did you say that? Why did you kill her? I wanted to spare her life." So it can lead to what we like to think of it as, for those who are aware of, like, you know, for the fans who are a little bit older amongst us, it kind of harkens back to the good old pen and paper Dungeons and Dragons days, when people would play around a table and argue about decisions being made during the game.